Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Audio Advice High Notes, our weekly live stream video right here on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in. We do this every week, 1 o'clock Eastern, so be sure to always tune in. We have a lot of cool content that we've done. Go back, watch the archive shows. Today, I have the pleasure of having Nick with us, one of our sales specialists on the sales team. If you're calling in, you're popping into chat online, chances are you might talk to him. So we're going to do a little bit today. We're going to do a little bit of role play today. I'm going to pretend that I'm a customer. I'm going to ask you a few questions. So today's show is about home audio and particularly turntable and speakers. And really, I know the big question that you get when somebody pops into chat or gives you a call, it says, hey, I've got a certain budget. What am I going to get for this budget? And what can I expect from like a sound quality, etc., from that budget? So, you ready?
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, so I just popped into chat. I said, hey, Nick, I've got $1,000 right now, and I want a turntable and a pair of speakers. I need your help, recommending or picking out kind of that perfect system for me. Ready, set, go.
All right, so I'm going to start out by asking you, of course, what you want to spend. You said 1,000. So we're going to set you up with probably a turntable, an entry-level turntable, and a set of powered speakers. So for an entry-level turntable, we're probably going to use, let's say, a Riga Planar 1, or either a U-turn Orbit, or maybe a Project Debut Carbon. All three are great, and then maybe a set of powered speakers.
So out of my $1,000, I'm spending $300 to $500 on the turntable?
Yeah, roughly.
Okay, so about 60% of my budget goes to the turntable. Great entry-level turntables, and then I've got another, $500-600 on powered speakers. What can I expect to get out of a pair of powered speakers for that budget?
All right, so we're probably going to set you up with some of the upper to mid-level powered speakers. So maybe the Peachtree M25s, the U6 Cantos, or an Audio Engine A5 Plus or something like that.
Okay.
And along with those, kind of get you towards the $1,000 budget if that's you want to spend there, and you want to get the best you can get for that money. Probably recommend maybe adding a subwoofer along. So there's some of the Audio Engine, the S8, a really popular one, as well as the Sub 6 by Canto, or maybe a cartridge upgrade for your turntable. There's a few things you can do to kind of play around inside of it.
Sure. So you're telling me that for that $1,000, I've got a pretty good turntable. I've got a pair of powered speakers, probably 6-inch powered speakers, 200 watts-ish area.
Yeah, for your sub,
okay.
yeah.
And then I can probably squeeze in adding a sub, like a 6-inch subwoofer inside of that budget.
Right.
Okay. So then that, to me, sounds like a pretty sweet system. If I'm throwing a party, have a small condo, etc. I've got a bunch of people over. I can play some records, entertain at that level for $1,000, and it's going to sound pretty good.
Yeah, exactly right.
Okay, so now I'm going to stretch you a little bit. So I'm same customer, and I go, all right, $1,000 sounds great, but what if I was able to find another $500, $750? What does that $1,500, $1,750 look like now? And where do you think I get more bang for my buck if I upgrade something in that lineup?
So there's a few different routes you can go inside of all this. There's naturally a lot of audiophiles say put your money into the source. And so the source in this case would be the turntable. If you're primarily listening to your turntable, then more than likely a lot of people are going to end up pouring their money into the turntable and ignore the speakers for the moment. So let's say you wanted to upgrade your turntable, just that. You could upgrade to maybe a Planar 2 with a cartridge upgrade, or maybe a Debut Carbon Esprit, which has a nicer platter upgrade. It's acrylic, and then you could go with some of the other ones, like maybe a Music Hall or something along those lines. But if you want to go the opposite way, say, hey, I use not only my turntable with my powered speakers or my speakers, I also use my television or my computer, and then I'm probably going to direct you towards maybe going towards an integrated amplifier or a receiver, along with maybe some nice passive bookshelves or some tower speakers.
Okay.
So there's a few different brands that we kind of look for in that, if you're looking to spend $1,500 for the range in between both. Some of the speakers that, maybe some ELACs or Martin Logan, some of their lower level, and all of those are great.
Okay, so you're telling me $1,500, $1,750. Now I'm getting a little bit better turntable, possibly keep the same powered. Well, not possibly, but I've got a better turntable. Keep those powered speakers. That's one route to go. So I've upgraded my source because kind of what I'm picking up from you is if my source isn't the best in the world. I can have a $10,000 pair of speakers,
Right.
but my source isn't very
Yeah.
good, so my $10,000 pair of speakers still is going to play whatever's coming out of the source.
Right. Yeah. You're
So,
exactly right.
all right, so I've upgraded my turntable, kept the same speakers, and then the other side of that is I've got an integrated amp. I've kept the same kind of entry-level turntable, but I'm upgrading sort of my bookshelves are now towered speakers with an amp. So now I've got kind of the same turntable, and I've got an amp, and I've got more powerful, better sounding speakers, for that extra $750.
Right. Yeah. You're exactly right.
Okay, so I'm going to give you one last scenario, and then I'll
Okay.
let you off the hot seat.
right.
One last scenario. I just, hey, same customer. I'm coming back. Maybe I passed on the 1,000 and 1,500 and 1,750, and I go, you know what? I'm going to save a little bit of money. Maybe I land a huge job, get promoted, get a bonus. I've got a couple $1,000s now. So now what do you tell me? And I come back, and I've almost doubled my budget. I've got about $3,000.
Okay. So if you got about $3,000, we can build you a really nice system.
Okay.
And so if you're like me, you're constantly tweaking it, but I want to build you something you'll be really happy with from the get-go. So we're going to start out with, hey, are you listening to your turntable the most? Are you listening to your television? Are you playing through a portable music player, your phone?
Sure.
So I would probably point you towards, focusing on your source. So if you do have a turntable in this case, let's say you listen to your turntable primarily, I would point you towards a nice turntable, maybe the one that you used in the $1,500 range, or maybe nicer. So, point you up to the middle range there, and then go towards a decently powered integrated amplifier. So some of the Cambridge are very nice in those price range.
Okay.
And that's what I just got. And then on top of that, maybe some nice towered speakers with it. And so the towered speakers, you're going to be focusing a little bit more on your speaker wire in that case. The 3000, you're not really going to the top of the line speaker wire.
Sure.
But yeah, so we can definitely build you a great setup at that price.
Okay, so then at that $3,000 price point, am I blowing away the sound quality and the musicality of the $1,000 system? Am I really getting hey, I'm dumping 3 times as much into a system? Am I going to see 3 times, if not more, kind of the upgraded results?
Yeah, so there's going to be a few things you want to look for inside of that. You're going to get more detail inside of your music. So let's say you have a drummer sitting there. You're going to be able to hear a little bit more of where he's at. That's going to be your sound stage. So you can tell where the drummer's at. You can tell where the vocals are coming from. You can hear, the guitars on the side of the stage. So there's going to be a lot more detail inside of it. And, there's going to be a lot more just range in sound you can get. So you're going to get a little bit more low ends on a pair of towered speakers without adding a subwoofer. So it's going to depend on your tastes, of course, but yeah, you're going to hear a lot more out of
So
the
you
3000.
get involved a lot more into the music. You're going to get a lot more out of it. I know. We've got some awesome setups here. If you're in the Raleigh or Charlotte area and you're fortunate enough to swing by, we've got some really cool setups here. I've sat in some of the demo rooms and I'm like, oh, man, it sounds like the singer's literally like in the room right in front of me, which I think that's kind of the goal of an awesome system, is like it kind of transports you to either when they recorded it or the live performance.
Yeah, you want it to be as natural as possible. And the nicer systems you get, and the little bit more work you put into them, you're going to get a more natural recreation. And
Awesome.
That's the main goal.
Cool, man. Well, I appreciate your time today and educating not only me, but educating everybody out there watching this. Hey, Nick's available. He is, like I said, one of our sales specialists. So if you're interested, you want to talk to him, hop on chat, give us a call. We are always around to help you out. If he's not available, we have a whole team full of people that can absolutely help you out. Our big goal here is, hey, you've got a budget, you got expectations. We want to deliver happiness. We want to find that right system. And that's the whole reason we curate our products. If we're selling something online, we've already tested it, we've already proven it, we enjoy it, we love it, we think it's the best possibly, product that's out there in that realm. So we're always going to suggest the very best system that you can possibly get for your budget, no matter what it is. So, let us know, give us a call, pop into chat. You'll be able to talk to Nick. Now you've kind of put a face to the name, if you will. We are doing a giveaway, and before I let you guys go, we're doing a giveaway. We have a turntable instead of powered speakers that we are giving away. To officially enter the giveaway, and we have a turntable, powered speakers, and a sub. So kind of that first package that you talked about. We are giving that package away. It's about a $950 value. I believe it's an Audio Technica LP120. We have the Sub 6 by Kanto, and we have the U6 by Kanto. So it's a great setup, $950. Go to our website, enter the giveaway form. We're dropping the link right now underneath this live stream. That is the official contest entry. It goes all the way until the 31st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. We will announce the winner next Friday on our live stream. So the official giveaway entry is on the website. Now, if you go to Facebook and you see the post about the entry, if you like that, our page, like that post, that's another bonus entry. And then of course, finally, Instagram. If you go to Instagram, like the post, and follow us on Instagram, that's another bonus entry. So you can get up to 3 entries to win a $950 setup here, turntable, powered speakers, and sub. Best of luck to everybody. As always, we have plenty of content on our website if you want to dive in a little bit deeper and do some self-exploration. Tons of reviews, buying tips, buying guides, and videos on our website. Hope you guys go check that out, and we will see you guys next week for the giveaway winner announcement.